Yo, what is up, bros? It's your boy Short Psych back with another video, and this time we're diving deep into the minds of dubstep fans. We all know dubstep, right? That face-melting, bass-dropping, brain-rattling genre that makes your insides feel like they're doing the Harlem Shake. But have you ever wondered why you love it so much? What is it about those wobbly bass lines and earth-shattering drops that get you going? Well, my friends, it turns out there's a whole lot more to it than just good vibes. Psychologists have been studying dubstep fans, and they've uncovered some seriously interesting stuff. Get ready to have your mind blown, because things are about to get scientific up in here. First up, we got this thing called openness to experience. Basically, it means you're down to try new things, you're curious, and you appreciate stuff that's a little bit out there. And guess what? Dubstep fans score high in this area, like way high. It's not that surprising when you think about it. Dubstep is all about pushing boundaries, experimenting with sounds, and creating something totally new. So if you're the kind of person who's always looking for the next big thing, the next sonic adventure, then dubstep is probably right up your alley. Let's be real for a second, brothers. Dubstep is intense, like jump around and headbang intense. And that's not a coincidence. The music is designed to get your adrenaline pumping. That feeling you get when the bass drops, yeah, that's dopamine, the same chemical your brain releases when you're doing something risky or exciting. And get this, studies show that people who love dubstep are often into other thrill-seeking activities too, like extreme sports or, you know, those really intense roller coasters that make you question your life choices. It's all connected, my dudes. Here's the thing about dubstep, it's not just noise. I mean, there is a lot of noise, but it's organized noise, you know? It's complex, intricate, and takes a lot of skill to create, and a lot of dubstep fans, they get that. They appreciate the technical side of things. Many dubstep heads are musicians themselves, or they're into music production. They understand the time and effort that goes into crafting those intricate soundscapes. And you know what? Studies show that dubstep fans are more likely to be interested in STEM fields like science, technology, engineering, and math. Coincidence? I think not. Chapter 4, Altered State Seeking. Ever get that feeling when you're listening to dubstep, like you're in a trance, like the music just takes over and you're totally lost in the sound? Yeah, that's not an accident either. Those pulsating rhythms, those deep bass frequencies, they're intentionally designed to mess with your brain in a good way. Think about it like meditation, but with more wubs and drops. People use dubstep to achieve flow states, to get in the zone when they're working out, or even just to escape from the everyday grind. It's like a sonic vacation for your mind, bro. Chapter 5, Youthful Demographic. All right, let's talk demographics for a sec. Who listens to the most dubstep? Young people, my dudes, teenagers, young adults, you know the drill, and there's a scientific reason for that. It turns out that young brains, they're wired for this kind of music. They crave those extreme dynamic contrasts, the sudden shifts from quiet to loud, the unpredictable rhythms. It's like a workout for their developing brains, and it just feels good. So if you're a teenager and you feel like your parents just don't your music, show them this video. Chapter 6, Synesthesia Connections. Ever heard a sound and seen a color? No? Well, some people do, and it's called synesthesia. It's a real thing, and it's more common in dubstep fans than you might think. The way those sounds are layered, the textures, the spatial effects, it can trigger actual visual experiences in some people's brains. Imagine listening to a dubstep track and seeing a kaleidoscope of colors swirling around you, perfectly synced to the music. Pretty wild, right? That's synesthesia, and it's just one more reason why dubstep is such a unique and powerful genre. Raise your hand if you're a gamer, a dubstep fan. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's a huge overlap between these two worlds, and it's not a coincidence. Both gaming and dubstep tap into that same desire for intense, immersive experiences. Think about it, the fast-paced action, the strategic thinking, the adrenaline rush of competition. It's all there in both worlds. Plus, let's be real, dubstep makes a gaming soundtrack. Life got you down, stressed out, anxious? Well, crank up the dubstep, my friend, because This music might actually be good for your mental health. I know, it sounds crazy, but hear me out. The controlled chaos of dubstep, the way it builds tension and then releases it, it can actually be really cathartic. It allows you to process those negative emotions in a safe and structured way. It's like sonic therapy. Are you a night owl? Do you come alive when the sun goes down? Well, you might be a dubstep fan. Studies show that there's a strong correlation between dubstep fandom and being an evening type. Why? Well, think about it. Dubstep is often associated with nightlife, with clubs, raves, and festivals. These events usually happen at night, which aligns perfectly with the natural energy peaks of night owls. Coincidence? I think not. Chapter 10. High cognitive flexibility. Dubstep isn't exactly easy listening. It's complex, it's unpredictable, it keeps your brain guessing, and that's a good thing. Studies show that listening to dubstep can actually make you smarter. Okay, maybe not, but it can improve your cognitive flexibility. That means you're better at switching between tasks, adapting to new information, and thinking creatively. So next time someone tells you to turn that noise down, tell them you're actually training your brain. Chapter 11, robot dance phenomenon. You know that thing people do when they dance to dubstep, that jerky, robotic, almost spastic movement? Yeah, that's not an accident either. The music is literally designed to make you move like that. The way those rhythms are structured, the way the bass frequencies hit your body, it triggers both your fluid and staccato motor neurons at the same time. The result? A dance style that's both mesmerizing and slightly terrifying, but hey, no judgment here. Bass frequency addiction, that deep, rumbling bass you feel in your chest when you listen to dubstep. Yeah, that's not just sound, it's science. Those low frequencies, they tap into something primal in our brains. They trigger the release of dopamine, the same chemical that makes you feel good when you eat chocolate or, do other pleasurable things. It's like a sonic addiction, but hey, at least it's legal. Remember the Harlem Shake? Of course you do, it was everywhere. Well, that's just one example of how dubstep has become deeply intertwined with meme culture. Dubstep fans are digital natives. They grew up online and they're fluent in the language of memes. They're quick to pick up on trends, they're creative, and they're not afraid to be weird. And that's what makes the dubstep community so much fun. Here's something you might not know about dubstep fans. They're not all about the party drugs. In fact, many dubstep heads are totally sober and they still manage to have an amazing time. How is that possible, you ask? Well, it's all about that bass, baby. Those low frequencies, they can trigger the release of endorphins, your body's natural feel-good chemicals. It's like a natural high, and it's way better for you than any drug. Dubstep often gets labeled as dark or dystopian, and there's a reason for that. The music often incorporates industrial sounds, distorted samples, and a generally gritty aesthetic. This appeals to people who feel alienated by mainstream culture, who are drawn to the raw, the real, the unpolished. It's a rejection of the artificial and a celebration of the authentic. Ever notice how time seems to fly by when you're listening to dubstep? Or how a 3-minute song can feel like an epic journey? Well, that's not just your imagination, it's science. The way dubstep plays with rhythm and tempo can actually alter your perception of time. It's like a sonic time warp, and it's just one more reason why dubstep is such a mind-bending genre. A brostep, riddim, tear-out, dungeon sound, dubstep isn't just one thing, it's a whole universe of sub-genres. And within that universe, there are tribes, each with their own unique sound, culture, and lingo. It's like the difference between Star Wars fans and Star Trek fans, but with more bass. You might not understand it, but hey, that's okay. Just find your tribe and embrace the weirdness. Ever heard of ASMR? It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And it's basically a feeling of tingly relaxation that some people get from certain sounds. Well, guess what? Dubstep can trigger ASMR too. Those intricate details, the subtle textures, the way those sounds build and release. It's like a sonic massage for your brain. Dubstep isn't just about the present, it's about the future. The music often explores themes of technology, artificial intelligence, and the evolution of humanity. Dubstep fans are often fascinated by the future, by the possibilities and the potential dangers of technological advancement. They're not afraid to ask the big questions, and they're always looking ahead. Dubstep is loud, it's intense, and it's not for the faint of heart. Dubstep fans have developed a high tolerance for sonic stimulation. They need that extra volume, that extra bass to really get going. It's like their brains are wired for sensory overload, and they wouldn't have it any other way. Dubstep and cyberpunk go together like peanut butter and jelly. Both genres explore themes of urban decay, technological dystopias, and the blurred lines between humanity and machines. Dubstep fans are often drawn to cyberpunk stories, movies, and video games because they offer a glimpse into a future that's both exciting and terrifying. Remember all those complex rhythms and intricate melodies we talked about earlier? Well, it turns out that listening to dubstep can actually improve your math skills. Okay, maybe not your math skills, but it can enhance your ability to recognize patterns, which is a key component of mathematical thinking. So next time your parents tell you to stop listening to that noise, tell them you're actually studying for your math test. Mosh pits often get a bad rap, but there's more to them than meets the eye. Yes, they're chaotic, but they're also controlled chaos. There's an unspoken code of conduct, a set of rules that everyone understands and respects. It's a primal form of social interaction, a way to release energy and connect with others in a physical and visceral way. Ever notice how you feel after a really good dubstep show? Energized? Inspired? Ready to take on the world? Well, that's not just the adrenaline wearing off, it's science. Studies show that listening to dubstep can induce a state of heightened creativity and problem-solving ability. It's like a mental reset button, and it's just one more reason why dubstep is so good for you. Dubstep isn't just about listening with your ears, it's about feeling it with your whole body. That's why so many dubstep fans are into tactile listening experiences. Whether it's through powerful subwoofers or body conduction speakers. They want to feel those bass frequencies vibrating through their bones. They want to be physically immersed in the music. Dubstep fans don't just listen to dubstep, they're musical omnivores, with tastes that span multiple genres, from metal to jazz to classical. They're open to new experiences, they're not afraid to experiment, and they're always on the lookout for something new and exciting. Unlike other genres, where fandom often revolves around individual artists, dubstep culture is more about the music itself. Producers often remain anonymous, hiding behind cryptic aliases and letting their music speak for itself. This creates a sense of community and equality among fans who are united by their love of the music, rather than their allegiance to any one artist. The COVID-19 pandemic hit the music industry hard, forcing the cancellation of countless concerts and festivals. But dubstep fans adapted, taking their love of the music online with virtual raves and live streams. This resilience speaks to the strength of the dubstep community and their ability to find connection and joy even in the face of adversity. So there you have it, brothers. Dubstep isn't just noise, it's a way of life. It's a complex and fascinating genre that appeals to a very specific type of person. If you're a dubstep fan, be proud. You're part of a global community of open-minded, thrill-seeking, future-oriented music lovers. And if you don't get dubstep, well, maybe this video has given you a little glimpse into the mind of a dubstep fan. Or maybe you're just not wired for it, and that's okay too. So, there you have it, bros. The truth is out there, and it's dublicious. Who knew that all those wubs and drops were actually doing wonders for your brain? Science is amazing, isn't it? Makes you want to crank up the bass and headbang, doesn't it? Go ahead, I won't judge. Just don't blame me when your neighbors complain. As always, thanks for watching, bros. Stay awesome, stay curious, and keep it real. And remember, if you're not listening to dubstep, you're only hearing half the story. Bro.